Hello, everybody. So, got some news going on. Let's see what's happening right here. It says, Keefe. Is it Keefe or Kef? Let's go. Kef D. Self-published a tell-all book believing he was immune from criminal prosecution in the murder of Tupac Shakur. Huh? Keefe Kef, you're dumb as shit. There's no there's no limitations on murder. First of all, and second of all, did you not see what OJ did? Like, what? Let's see what's going on here. Kif D with Yusef Jah, Compton legend. Did he even rap? Did he rap or did he just do crime his whole life? Because I have no idea who the hell he is. Tupac chilling. Just a mix of styles. It's like preppy and looking like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air over there. Kev D brazenly, the D's way too close to the, brazenly told all about the night Tupac Shakur was gunned down because he believed he could never be charged for his involvement. Why would he believe that? Did somebody, that a friend of a friend of a friend tell him that? Was that the same? No. Why is he doing this? Is he showing his tattoo or? I don't. Okay. As previously reported in a book titled Compton Street Legend. He titled it his own self a legend. No one knew who he was. Kef D, real name Dwayne Davis. That's not even, is that where the D comes from? There's two D's. He's double D. All right. Admitted he was in the Cadillac with three other passengers when an occupant opened fire on Tupac and Suge Knight. Suge Knight being as big as he is and Tupac being as small as he is, you would think, but nope. Tupac died 6 days later in a Las Vegas hospital. Kef D fingered his nephew. Poor choice of words. Orlando Baby Lane Anderson as the trigger. His nephew? What are you, a grown-ass man, doing crimes with your nephew, man? You fingered. You need to keep your fingers away from your nephew. The 232-page book was self-published in 2019. God damn, there's got to be hell of errors in there. He was fingering that book too. In a synopsis, Kef D boasted, the infamous Suge Knight, former Death Row Records CEO, and I are the only living eyewitnesses to the deadly confrontation on Las Vegas Strip between the occupants of our two vehicles. A violent confrontation that led to the deaths of two of hip-hop's biggest stars, Tupac Shakur and Christopher Notorious B.I.G. Wallace. Christopher Wallace. So they died at the same night to the same people? Ah, thought it was two different people in 2 different days they got shot. And changed hip-hop history forever. Not really, it just made hip-hop history. I don't think it changed anything. We would still have mumble rap. That wouldn't have changed. There's a strict code on the streets. Is there? Is it that strict? I mean, they're criminals. I don't think they're following codes, man. Pretty sure they're breaking it left and right. They just, they don't publicize that they're breaking codes because then people get all angry. One that real street players live, kill, and die by. Now, Compton Street Legend reveals the street-level code violations and the explosive consequences when the powerful worlds of the streets, entertainment, and corrupt law enforcement collide. He added, see, this is why people need homes. Spend too much time in the streets, you start making up dumb shit. More than 20 years after the premature deaths of Tupac and Biggie, there have been numerous TV specials, documentaries, books, magazines, pamphlets, whatever. If there's a page, they wrote on it. Social media dedicated to the subject. But at the end of the day, none of the private investigators, retired police officers, informants, hip-hop heads, why would the hip-hop heads know anything? Actors, why would actors know anything? Or academics that have weighed in on the topic truly know what happened and the reasons behind it, because none of them were there. You could have been there and still have no idea what the hell was going on. Christopher Wallace. Christopher Cholesterol Wallace. He also gloated as being a central figure in both the Tupac Shakur and Biggie murders for the past 20 years. Well, he had to gloat. There's a book about him being a legend. A source told, Keefe, now they're spelling it different. I knew it was Keefe. They just wrote it wrong. Keefe wrote Campton Street legend, believing he could tell his story without facing charges for being in the car where the gunman unloaded on Tupac. Yeah, he was accessory to murder, and he was fingering his nephew. Otherwise, why would he do it? He'd just be stupid. I mean, he was on the streets for a long time. Grown-ass man running around with his nephew. He made little money off the book. It was not worth his while at all. He wanted the accolades. He wanted the recognition. He wasn't doing it for the money. What kind of gangsters writing books for money? The law enforcement source has scoffed at that suggestion. However, Keefe D participated in a proffer session. What is a proffer session? As part of a joint task force investigating the deaths of Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. If it has since been discovered that Keefe D lied during the proffer, all bets are off. I mean, I wasn't betting. Although the prosecution will typically agree to some limits on how it can use the information learned during a proffer, those limits are not absolute. For example, prosecutors can use so he was in the proffer session, and part of the agreement was he couldn't be prosecuted for any sort of crimes or whatever. And because of that, that's why he believed he was free from prosecution and then wrote the book. Okay, I see what happened. So they're trying to use a technicality like, oh, he lied. He said he got coffee on this day or whatever. So, you know what I mean, charge him for all the crimes he admitted to. For example, prosecutors can use the information Keefe D provided to build or strengthen a criminal case against the person giving the proffer. And although an individual cannot be charged with perjury based on statements made during a proffer, it is still a felony to lie to prosecutors during a proffer session. All right. Additionally, if the defendant later gives a different version of events, the statements made during the proffer can be used to impeach them. Okay, so he probably just get like charged with lying during the proffer. They probably can't get him on the murder because it's like self-admitted in the book, and he could be like, oh, I was just, embellishing. The law enforcement source pointed to Martha Stewart's insider trading cases as an example. Stewart was prosecuted in part for statements made during a proffer. Really? She snitched on herself. With government prosecutors and government agents, she was eventually found guilty on 4 counts of obstructing justice and lying to investigators. Wow. 4 counts. They were counting them too. They're like, okay, oh yeah, She served 5 months in prison and 2 years of supervised release, along with a $30,000 fine. All right, so she didn't get caught for insider trading, but she was lying, and they're like, we don't like that lying stuff. Keefe D's loose lips might end up costing him his freedom for like a couple of months, said another source connected to the case. According to documents, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department executed a raid on Keefe. Now they're spelling it different again. And Keefe and collected multiple computers, a cell phone, and a hard drive. Ah, damn. Get all his prawn on there. The documentary documents. A Vibe magazine that featured Shakur purported marijuana. What am I reading? Several. Okay, so a Vibe magazine purported marijuana. What does that mean? Okay, so that's what they found in his home. They got the marijuana, they got the bullets, no gun. 2 tubs containing photographs, and a copy of Davis's 2019 tell-all memoir. Okay. Wow. Well, sorry, Martha, you just got, you got caught in the crossfire. Oh, God damn. That's crazy. Get an angry head. Damn. Somebody, if anybody deserves hair, is this guy. His head is angry as hell. It's like, I used to be warm. Anyways, until next time.